Hey, what's up? Brent here. I'm the jazz musician behind LearnJazzStandards.com, and in today's video, I'm going to talk to you about why you should be taking music through all 12 keys. Now, I've always suggested this to my students and to people on Learn Jazz Standards and all kinds of places to do this, to take music at all 12 keys, especially for jazz musicians. And some people agree with me, they think it's a great idea. Other people, not so much. They don't necessarily think that it's worth it. But I'd like to give you some reasons today why you should be adding this to your practicing, why you should be taking licks into all 12 keys, and even taking songs into all 12 keys can be a great practice. Let me go into those reasons for you right now. All right, number one, it is incredible ear training. Really awesome ear training. You know, the best example I can think of is a blues. You know, blues is really important in jazz to know how to play the blues. And common keys are concert C, concert B flat, concert F, concert G, sometimes concert E flat, that happens too. But have you ever tried playing concert B blues? Now I understand that for some instruments that actually might even be easier, it just depends on what instrument you have. But think of a key that's just really uncommon. Have you ever tried playing in that key? It's actually really tough. And a big reason for that is because your ears aren't accustomed to it. And even the technique on your instrument, you're not accustomed to playing that stuff. So when you do this, your ears become even bigger. Now, let's say you learn a little lick from Charlie Parker or John Coltrane on your instrument, and then you start taking that through different keys. Well, it starts unlocking those parts of your ear and developing that ear to instrument connection. I once did this actually to the first chorus of John Coltrane's solo on My Shining Hour. Totally check out that, by the way. It's really good. It's off of Coltrane Jazz. And I took the first chorus through all 12 keys. I know it was crazy, but it was a really great process, and it really did open up my ears and really help my ear training. So number one, it's excellent for ear training. And number two, transposing becomes child's play. Transposing, really important, especially if you play with singers. So if you're a pianist or a guitarist or whatever instrument you play, and you want to play with a singer, well, oftentimes they're not going to be singing songs in the original key or the key that the song is commonly called in. They're going to be singing in a key that fits their voice. On top of that, you might come across other situations where you're going to want to transpose the music. I know this happens to me all the time, and so it's a real valuable skill to practice things in different keys because you're practicing knowing how to do that. And so that's a really valuable skill. So that's the second reason why you should learn things in all 12 keys. All right, and the third and final reason is it's going to be yours forever. It's going to help you internalize that music. So have you ever learned a jazz standard or a song and all of a sudden you realize later that you forgot it, like you got it called on you at a gig, and you suddenly realize you didn't know as well as you thought you did. Well, it could be because you just didn't learn it right. You may have not learned it by ear. You may have not spent enough time on it. Maybe you had to learn it at the fly at one point. But taking things through all 12 keys, or at least a song in multiple keys, that can really be helpful to get outside of that muscle memory that's very momentary, very short, and get it deep, deep inside of your head. It also trains your ears even further, right? It trains your ears by having to take things into other 12 keys, right? Like we talked about in point number one. And just the sheer repetition of doing that. Let's just throw out a number out there. Let's just say that like it takes you 10 times to master a lick in one key, all right? I mean, it could be a lot more than that actually. That's pretty conservative. So let's just say you have to take it through all 12 keys. Now, all of a sudden you've repeated that lick at least 120 times. That's a lot of times, and that's just the bare minimum. So the more you repeat things, of course, the more you're gonna be familiar with it and understand it. So number three is going to help you internalize that information. All right, so here is my challenge for you today. Take something through all 12 keys this week, and I want you to let me know down in the comments what you're going to take through all 12 keys, what you're going to be practicing. Share with the group. All right, if you liked this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our page on Facebook, join our jazz community, LearnJazzStandards.com/join. All right, I'm signing off. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video.